everyone, and welcome to part 1 of our video series, How Does It Work? Before we can understand how the coronavirus vaccines work, we have to understand how our immune system works. Our immune system acts like a shield, protecting us from the many germs like viruses, bacteria, or fungi that are around us every day. Now, our immune system has the amazing ability to remember what diseases it fought before, and this is how we can have long-term protection to different diseases. Let's see how it works. Now, we have two types of immunity. We have active immunity and passive immunity. Active immunity is how we build long-term memory to different infections, and we get this type of immunity after we fight a disease or get vaccinated. To build active immunity, our bodies have a 3-level defense system. The first level is the outer barrier. This is similar to a fence that goes around your entire house, and some examples include our skin, the mucus in our nose, and tears flushing things out of our eyes. I like to call the next level the frontline team, which immediately reacts to any germ or invader that makes it inside our bodies. The outer barrier and the frontline team make up our innate immune system. The last level is the strike team, or our adaptive immune system, which defeats any germs that make it past the innate immune system. And this is how we memorize our invaders. So if a virus makes it inside us, how does our body know that it's there? Our white blood cells, the major player on the frontline team, go throughout our body looking for anything that doesn't belong. All of the cells that belong in our body have a special marker on them called proteins, and these proteins let the white blood cells know that it belongs here. Viruses and other germs, on the other hand, have a different protein marker on them that lets the white blood cell know it's an invader. After the white blood cells detect an invader, they signal to the rest of the body that an invader is present. Then they begin to destroy the germs by eating them, kind of like how Pac-Man eats a power pellet. As more immune cells rush to the battle site, we begin to feel symptoms of inflammation. Inflammation is what causes us to have body aches when we get sick. After inflammation, we can get a fever. Though a fever can be pretty uncomfortable to us, it helps our immune system to work better and faster. And in some cases, it can even slow down the invader. The innate immune system responds the same way to every germ that enters our body. But if it fails, it alerts the strike team, or the adaptive immune system, which makes a unique plan of attack to finally defeat the germ. The adaptive immune system takes a few days to respond because it takes time to build up antibodies. Antibodies are a special type of protein made by the body that attach to one specific germ. Now, as these adaptive immune cells multiply and prepare to attack the invader, they also make memory versions of themselves. These memory cells stick around months to years after the invader is gone in case you run into it again. When the same invader attacks you a second time, you don't get as sick because your body remembers how to defeat the invader. Now, passive immunity is a bit different. Passive immunity is immunity that is shared with us from someone else. An example of passive immunity is how doctors have used blood plasma donated by patients who have recovered from COVID-19 to treat very sick patients in the hospital and help them to recover faster. This plasma contains ready-made antibodies that already know how to fight COVID-19, and that way people in the hospital can get better faster. Now, another example of passive immunity is the type of immunity that babies have when they're in the womb or breastfeeding. So if babies have passive immunity from their mothers, why do we still give them vaccines? Passive immunity is temporary, while active immunity can last many years. Active immunity builds memory, while passive immunity gives short-term safety. Babies lose their mother's immunity within a few months after birth, while vaccines can give them years to a lifetime of immunity. So, to sum it all up, our immune system acts as a shield to protect us from all the germs that are around us every single day. Active immunity gives us long-term memory to these invaders, while passive immunity gives us short-term safety. I hope you learned something. I'll see you in the next video.